Hey everyone, thanks for stopping into the Standards Weekly Check-In. I'm Colin. Behind the camera we got Heavy Metal Dylan.
What's up?
Today we're going to be getting into some staff picks, flipping through some new arrivals, recently priced records, and addressing those viewer questions at the end of the video. As always, see anything you like, hit the DMs on Instagram, give the shop a ring, or just cruise by. We're open 11 to 8, 7 days a week. Without further ado, let's get into these staff picks. I got these reissues used to be really easy to get. I would stock the shelves with them frequently, but they're drying up a little bit. They don't come in too often. They're out of print. A lot of the Fania stuff. This is a great one. Ray Barretto, Hard Hands. Good Latin music. It's been miserable. It's been piss and rain, mate. Mm-hmm. So if you need a little taste of summer, you just want to feel like it's a nice muggy day. You're sitting on the bodega stoop, chatting it up.
Yeah.
Some neighborhood friends. Put this one on. You'll feel right in your brain. It'll be like that. Yeah, great record. What are you listening to, Dylan?
Kind of the same deal.
Yeah.
It's been raining a lot.
Right.
So I've been listening to a lot of death, scream, bloody gore.
Yeah.
Kind of was blasting this all day today. Kind of fit the vibe of rain.
Yeah, just murky, swampy.
Weirdly enough,
crypt. It's a crypt. This is a crypt. You're in a crypt right now.
I am in a crypt.
Yeah.
I am not a crypt.
No.
But I am.
Those are the folks just hanging out at the shop, saying hi to you. You're behind the counter.
Literally.
POV.
Yes.
You are
It was
working
weird
here.
because it started off very sunny today.
Yeah.
And then at some point, rain, darkness, imprisoning me.
I don't like when people say that talking about the weather is like small talk or like lame. Why don't we ever talk about real things besides talking about the weather or something? The weather's important.
I suppose.
Let's look through some records.
All right.
I can't deal with this cold.
Yeah,
Rain,
the weather, cold.
Soggy. I'm a soggy bottom boy right now. You ever hear me yodeling? Remember that movie? Oh brother, where art thou? That's one of those weird things where if you weren't there, you'll never know the yodel craze. Acapella yodel music. I swear there was 6 months where people were like, "No, this is good. This is cool." I mean, maybe I'm misremembering, or it's one of those Mandela effect situations. But my only real evidence is how many copies of the Oh Brother, Where Art Thou CD that show up.
Yeah, we'll get one every 2 weeks when there's a CD haul.
Yeah, it was a cultural phenomenon, much like the Forrest Gump soundtrack on CD. So you weren't around for that one.
No,
either.
I see it, but I don't think about it as man, everyone had this.
Bro, it's insane how many copies of that sold. And there's a sequel.
Uh-huh.
There's the Forrest Gump soundtrack, and then there's the sequel to the Forrest Gump soundtrack, which is all just classic rock hits.
You know how I know this is the best soundtrack? I've never really seen it, so I assume everyone bought both 1 and 2 and just keeping it in a safe box.
Yeah.
The Swingers soundtrack. It's weird because Volume 2 is songs that aren't even in the movie.
But you're lying. There's not a Swingers soundtrack Volume 2.
Yeah,
There's
I have
a Discogs entry for Swingers 2.
Yeah, and I have it. No, not Swingers.
No, not Swingers, the film
Volume
part
2.
2.
Yeah, Swingers.
But Swingers
movie.
1, the movie, the
Volume
soundtrack, part 2.
Yes. So Volume 2 is random songs.
It has the Swingers vibe.
Yeah.
See,
but,
the swing dance craze of the 90s.
Yes.
The micro trend. People know about that.
of course. And that was a classic. And that's what I'm saying. I think that's why they do not let that one go.
I know for a fact you don't have the swinging CDs.
I'll look in my car. I swear it's in there. It also proves that swing is not a phase. It is a lifestyle.
Right.
Yodeling and going to jail, that is a phase. Yes.
And so is classic rock.
Yes, classic rock.
Of the Forrest Gump soundtrack.
Yes.
Forrest Gump, Season 1, Episode 1. Let's go. Viewer questions. This is the part of the vid where we answer the questions left in last week's YouTube comment section. Leading off, This is a Tomb has a great question. He says, what's the weirdest, well, that's the operative word, the weirdest live show you ever seen? Dylan, you got, what are you shooting from the hip? What do you got?
So I've seen a lot of shows in my time,
Right.
you know. The only thing that stands out, and I can never tell if it was performance art, but when surf punk was really big in the area.
You know.
Yeah, exactly. These 2 kids were begging me to put them on shows, and I kind of wish I remembered the band's name, but they were just put us on any show, please, for the love of God. So we put them on some shows, and they were it felt intentionally bad.
Yeah.
And I was is this performance art, or is this just really poorly done music?
Yeah,
but I was either way, it kind of works.
Performance art or inept growlers?
Exactly, because it's this kind of sucked. It was it was really funny, and it was weird because I put them on like 3 shows and they did like even worse every time. Is this like
I'm really happy you can't remember the name of the band. That's
I know. Because it's like it sounded like if a surf punk band was like, let's do No Wave.
Okay. Yeah.
It was like that vibe, but like it was too serious, so I couldn't tell like what was happening. And the fact that they kept begging to get on shows like kind of made it even.
They
funnier.
had ambition.
Yeah, but they all disappeared. I don't know what happened to them, but that's the weirdest shows I've ever seen.
I'm coming left field.
Yes.
I saw an opera once.
Yeah.
Like a real opera. Mm-hmm. Strangest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Really?
Yeah, you really want to see some like, because it's like there's a. I mean, you know, if you actually know about the music and everything, it's probably not that weird. But if you're asking me, like as in just an outsider to that kind of stuff, stepping into that world, wow, is it strange? Like there's a plot. Like there's a story being told, and there's like singing constantly, and they sing all crazy. Of course, as you know, it's all in a different language, so you have to read like the subtitles underneath while they're singing on stage. Mm-hmm. It's not like when I saw them, they weren't like. It didn't feel like they were mic'd up, you know. This is like a long time ago, well over 20 years ago. So it's not like you know, everyone with Bluetooth and wireless and everything. And I think they were just singing, man, and they just filled like the loudest voices I've ever heard. Costumes, all that stuff. Again, I know it's like opera, who cares? But like, man, you ever want a really weird live music experience? If you've never seen an opera, I recommend seeing it live at least once, because yeah, it's the strangest thing I've ever seen. I'm really intelligent.
Yeah, you sound smart.
I'm like a really scholarly person.
Yeah.
No, it only works if you're dumb. That's the irony about it. It's only gonna be weird if you know the beats of you know, Wagner's Ring Cycle or whatever. It's not gonna be as odd, but like just walking in there, they're all like the Figaro stuff. Man, Mike got the spins. He's got some nice things to say about us. I'll read it verbatim because it's too much for my feeble mind to remember right now. It says, very cool stuff, so many great records. I just discovered your channel and subbed you up. Thanks for sharing all the great music. Peace. And hey, listen, Dylan. Yes. I said it before.
Yes.
I'll say it again.
Yes.
If you think that I'm too cool or proud to read compliments that people say about me on the internet, out loud on the internet, you're wrong. I'm not. I'm cool with all that. Thank you very much for the kind words. Keep watching. We'll keep making them. And I'm hoping I'm saying this right, but Charlie Shafai is asking if we organize our records by just alphabetical or genre. This is a weird one. In the shop, it's genre and alphabetical. Some would say the genres are a little too broad, but you know, people want micro niche little things. Oh, they want the Tokyo City pop section. They want the you know, the goth section. It's like, no, it's all they're in the places they belong. And then alphabetical. Personal though is a different story. Dylan, what's your personal record organization looking like?
I go by genre, then by the genre it goes from alphabetical.
Really?
Yeah.
I always
just all alphabetical.
I always assumed your record collection looked like that Destruction record where they're tornadoes.
Oh yeah, no. So my realistically, my record collection is like on the ground.
Yeah.
You know, just like I step on it when I walk in.
Oh, okay, now you're just joshing.
No, it really is by genre.
Okay.
And then I have like a sweet spot for the records I like the most, and so that's its own category.
Yeah, the prime section.
Yes.
I like it.
And then everything after that is genre, and then from genre alphabetized by artists.
Yeah, ironically, even though I have your very big tent organization in the shop, personal is insanely micromanaged. I have like the dance hall section is separate from the roots reggae section, is separate from the dub section. I have like a straight edge hardcore section, and then like regular hardcore section. I get really weird with it. You can do that when it's yours. Organize it any way you want.
Yeah, it's a little different. I don't have that big a collection.
Right.
Mine's not like that intricate. It's all like heavy metal, like some hardcore stuff, and that's it. There's some pop records, so it's like, okay, whatever. Put that below the hardcore metal.
No wrong way to do it, frankly.
I know.
That's all we got for today's video. If you have any questions you'd like to see answered in next week's video, leave a question or comment in the YouTube section down below, YouTube comment section down below, and we will address it next week. Thanks for watching, everyone. Peace.
Is this performance art?